Have you ever wished you could bottle that energy from a live talk, but then, perfect it for the screen? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to explore how to take all those great public speaking skills you have and translate them from the stage to the screen, creating videos that really truly connect. All right, let's do this. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to talk about that big shift in mindset, going from a live stage to a digital one. Then we'll get into the secret sauce, planning before you even think about hitting record. We'll also unlock the amazing power of the retake. Trust me, it's a game changer. After that, we'll cover why captions are an absolute must. And finally, I'll walk you through the super simple steps to add them yourself. By the end of this, you're going to have a complete playbook. Okay, let's kick things off with section 1, from stage to screen. Before we jump into the how-to, we really need to get a handle on the why. The whole way we share our ideas has completely changed, and let's be real, video is the new town square. Think about it this way. Making a video isn't just about the final product. It's actually this incredible rehearsal for any important conversation you might have. The whole process, it forces you to get your thoughts in order, to really sharpen your message, and to build that confidence. These are core skills you can take with you absolutely anywhere. And here's where things get really different. Live speaking, man, it's like a tightrope walk, right? You get one shot, it's all happening in the moment. But video basically gives you superpowers. You get to do multiple takes, you have the chance to tweak every single word, and you have the power of editing to create the absolute best, most polished version of your message. It's a totally different ballgame. And that idea, crafting the best version of your message, it leads us right into section 2, start with a plan. Because, and this is so important, a great video isn't made when you press record. Nope, it's made way, way before that. So a really solid plan boils down to 3 key steps. It's pretty straightforward. First, you've got to ask the right questions to really find your focus. Second, do a little research to see what already works out there. And third, draft a script that's going to be your roadmap. Let's break each of those down. Okay, first things first, you have to define your purpose. By asking yourself these simple questions, you get super clear on what your topic is, what your goal is, and what value you're actually giving to people. Seriously, everything else you do is going to build on this foundation of clarity. Next up, hey, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Go see what's already working for others. This isn't about copying, not at all. It's about learning from what's successful. Pay really close attention to their pacing, their tone. How do they keep you watching? It's a huge shortcut to finding your own style, for sure. And finally, we have the script. Just think of this as the blueprint for your entire project. It's what you're going to use to practice your delivery, it'll guide you when you're recording, and, this is crucial, it becomes the foundation for your captions later on. See how it connects everything? It's the glue. All right, so you've got that script in hand, and now it's time to hit record. And that brings us right to section 3, the power of the retake. This is where we get to embrace one of the best things about video, that freedom to mess up, to get it wrong, until you get it just right. Okay, the retake is your secret weapon. For real, a live performance gives you exactly one shot. But video lets you play around and experiment. Did you stumble over a word? No problem, just do it again. Think of a better way to phrase something on the fly? Great, capture that version. It's not about being perfect on the first try. It's all about polishing until your message absolutely shines. And this really highlights a huge shift in how you should think about this. A live speech is kind of temporary, right? It's there for a moment and then it's gone. But a video is a lasting asset. It's something you build. By refining your recording, you're not just giving a talk, you're creating a resource that can teach people and influence them for a long, long time to come. Okay, so you've planned, you've recorded, you've polished your video. Awesome. But there's one more step to make sure your message lands with the biggest possible impact. And that brings us to section 4, why captions matter. This is all about making your work accessible and even more powerful for absolutely everyone. So, look, captions are obviously essential for accessibility, but their benefits go so much further than that. They're for the person watching on a loud commute, they're for the non-native speaker who just appreciates that extra bit of clarity, and honestly, they're for anyone who wants to better understand and remember the information. The bottom line is, they help everyone. To put it simply, captions just make your message stronger, period. They clarify complicated stuff, they make your content way more inclusive, they deepen engagement because you're using both sight and sound, and they open your work up to a global audience. I mean, in every single way, they just add value. So the big question is, how do you actually do it? Well, that brings us to our final section, captioning your video. Let's get into the practical steps to make sure you get it done right. Okay, the good news here is that all the major platforms make the first part of this super easy. It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or using an academic platform like Canvas Studio, the workflow is pretty much the same. You upload your video, you ask for the auto captions, and then you get to the most important part. You have to review and edit them. And let's just pause on that for a second, because this is so important. Auto captions are a fantastic starting point, but they are never perfect. You absolutely have to edit them. I'm serious. This isn't just an optional little tweak. It is a non-negotiable step if you want a professional result. And why is it so important? Because accurate captions are a direct reflection of your professionalism. Editing is where you fix those little spelling mistakes, clean up any awkward phrasing, and make sure the timing of the text lines up perfectly with what you're saying. That precision, it guarantees that your audience gets the full intended impact of your message without any weird distractions. So think about it. When you combine a really well-planned message with a clear, polished delivery, and then you make it universally accessible with accurate captions, well, you've created something incredibly powerful. The only question left to ask is, who are you going to reach?